Alright. What's going on, everybody? This is Very Melon Man here, and I'll welcome you all back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls Remastered. Let me just get resettled in. Alright. So, as you can see up there, I have 32 soft humanity instead of the 30 that I said I was going to keep myself at last video. The reason for that is because I was at soul level 35 last video, but after my co-op sessions, I found myself 2 levels shy of being at soul level 50. And I like having very, very even numbers. Very even. So, I did a couple more co-op sessions, and then I used some of my hard souls right here, and a lot of them. But it paid off, and I was able to get, well, 30 dexterity and 20 endurance. As you can see there, my R1 weapon AR is now at 210, and that's because that is how much AR my Uchi Katana plus 5 now has. For comparison's sake, I'd like to remind you that the whole reason people like to get the Drake Sword is because it's about 200 AR without stat investment. So the Uchi Katana is now more powerful than the Drake Sword. At least, comparatively. Comparatively. Alright, since we aren't going to be down here forever, I'm going to use this opportunity to explain some things. I'm going to use this opportunity to just show you what's over there. Beware of up. And yeah. Soldier the soldier. So yeah. This is... Yep. This is the entrance that we originally came in from after getting the Death's Key. Just wanted to let you know what direction this was originally supposed to be in case you were curious. So now we're finally going to enter. There's something beneath the sewers. And we're going to enter there. You're still flirting. Yeah, that's pretty much all you have to say. Yeah. Resignation ahead. Despair ahead. Sorrow ahead. Wow, okay. So, now we'll finally use the Blighttown key that we got for the Gaping Dragon. And head down here. Oh, my god. Ugh, Grave Lords. If I ever manage to invade one in this playthrough, I'll be a happy man. So, beneath the sewer is an even grosser, more disgusting area. Basically, it's asking the question of where exactly does all the sewage go when it's eventually drained from the sewer. Ah. Oh my god. Huh. You dropped something. Oh, of course, the dung pie. Those fat giants will drop dung pies very commonly if you happen to have the humanity for it. And more often than not, they'll also end up dropping they'll also end up dropping their large clubs, which are much rarer drops, unfortunately. Okay. Come on. Come on. Jesus Christ, he moved out the way. They can take a lot of punishment. I mean, a lot of punishment. So yeah, you definitely need at least a +5 weapon or the Drake Sword if you're still using it at this point. Two shots from a Great Soul Arrow is enough. Good. Well, at least for us. I think I saw a summon sign earlier, actually, but I can't recall now. Ooh. Oh! Yeah. So earlier you saw me equip our blooming purple moss clumps, and what you're seeing down there is the reason for it. Yeah, that's the reason for it. Oh my god. Like, holy crap. Toxic blow darts. Those guys are a pain in the ass, and they will basically be the bane of your existence as long as you're down here. In fact, they're going to be so ridiculous that it's best for you to switch up shields. So what you should do is switch up to the Spire Shield if you remember to pick it up. Because as long as you block one of their blow darts with the Spire Shield, you won't suffer any poison buildup. Or at least I think you shouldn't. Oh! So I've never seen one of them do that before, but apparently the blow darters can actually climb ladders? That's nuts. But yeah, don't worry about them for too long. The best part about the blow dart snipers is that they're all non-respawning enemies. So once you kill them, you won't have to deal with them again. That means you can rest that bonfire and not have to worry about wasting resources. I genuinely forgot you were there. And these big guys. Alright. Dark Souls 1. Keep running, 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 running. Keep running, 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 running. Keep running, run, run. Running, running. As you can see by the bloodstains, this part of the game is no joke. What? Oh, that's right, there's people you can fight here. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh my God. Well, alright. So, where was I gonna go? Back up here. Yeah, okay. Let me see here. Over there is a, well, it's a weapon, so trying to get that. Oh. Yes, barely made it. And if we made the successful jump, we get the Iaito. We can climb down there, I think. Yes, you weren't invincible on the stairs. That's like my #1 biggest pet peeve. So this is where you're going to have to be careful to get some more blooming purple moss clumps. And don't be fooled, there's nothing past there, so... The game does provide you with some protection against the toxic blow darts if you went far enough. I guess you can get the Iaito the other way, but... This area is safer, so let's look at the Iaito this way. Alright. So, unlike the Uchigatana, which only needs 14 strength and 14 dexterity to one hand, the Iaito needs 20 dexterity on top of 14 strength to one hand. It's also a katana type like the Uchikatana. A katana forged in Eastern Land, the katana is drawn from the scabbard of a bird at lightning speed using an Yaijutsu technique. So yeah, they're referencing the art style here, the art of the Yaijutsu. Yaijutsu allows the wielder to charge forward to swiftly cut down distant foes. Oh, okay. So as you can see here, because of our relatively high dexterity, we have 134 base damage on the Iaito, so it's not bad. It's the same R1 combo with the katana. Same backstab slash. Same forward thrust. But the difference is the R2. With the R2, you use an Iaijutsu slash to go forward. Same with the R2. I mean, the two-handed R2. In fact, I think the Iaito is longer or shorter than the katana? Oh. I think the Iaito is longer. Oh, the Iaito does have bleed. I was about to say, I thought that the only difference was... Oh, okay. Well, that's the thing. Alright, since we're here, what we're going to do is use up one of our humanity, kindle this bonfire, make sure we're nice and ready. Alright. Let's do this. This is Blight Town. This entire rafter area. Basically, the challenge here is in navigating this dangerous You see how much a difference the simple magic buff makes? After one application, we went from doing 3 hits in order to... After one application of a weapon buff, we went from needing 3 R1 hits in order to kill one of these Craig assassins to 2 hits. Oh, crap. Oh, boy. Hey. Oh my god. Well, I used up 3. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That was terrible. Okay. It's supposed to be something back here. Okay. Oh, looks like something died trying to get to me. Yeah, no, the enemies don't exactly have perfect pathfinding, so you don't have to worry about everyone crashing into you or whatever. If they're going to die trying to get to you, they will die. Jesus. I just went backwards. Okay. Alright. It's a little proud night. Oh, crap. Look at you guys. Look at you guys doing what you do best. What we want to do here, though... Oh! Okay, so we're not gonna slice at you. Whoa! Oh god, there's a blow dart sniper right beneath me. Jesus Christ. Holy crap, dude! That's for you. Jesus Christ. Yeah. 315. That's pretty much all we needed. That's all we need to get this beauty. The power within pyromancy. Goodbye. You dirty bastard. Jesus Christ. Where does this ladder take me to? Because seriously, this part is super... Oh. Oh! Well, hey, we just killed two birds with one stone. Right, let me see here. I did. Yeah, you did. Right. I'm not actually sure if you're supposed to go down this ladder or not. Oh no, this is actually supposed to be the safe way for you to kill that that giant Craigworm thing. Actually, since we have a pit stop, let's just go take a look at the spell we picked up. And by spell, I actually mean pyromancy. Yeah, power within. Pyromancy of Carmina, who harnessed the power of flame to actualize the inner self. Short strength and endurance boost, but you lose HP every second. Excessive power eats away the life force of its caster, and like all dangerous spells, power within was kept secret from eons. Now, power within, this is basically one of the best magic spells in Dark Souls ever. It's just straight the best. No questions asked. Well, it's one of the best. It's very high tier. It is very good. So, I'm actually kind of puzzled by the layout design, because there doesn't seem to be a way for you to be able to get something called the Eagle Shield. It looks like it's just flat out removed your ability to get the Eagle Shield in this version of the game. Down there is something called the Whip. We don't need it. We really don't need a whip. Now, watch your step, because Well, we're actually getting out of the, in my opinion, we're getting farther and farther away from the most dangerous aspect of Blighttown. Or, if you have a different opinion, we're getting closer to the most dangerous aspect of it. Yeah. So we're actually right underneath the area we could have potentially dropped down from, but since I wanted to keep us up here. Wow, the Craig spiders look amazingly vicious this time. They did not look that awesome in the original version. Jesus. I think that one just fell down. Good. The last blow dart sniper we have to deal with for the entire area. Purple moss clump. Great. And the annoying flies, which we will have to keep dealing with, unfortunately. So, if we reach all the way over here, we get our prize, the Wanderer starter set, and a weapon that the Wanderer doesn't actually start the game with, because of how good it is. The Falchion. God, sometimes, trying to attack something with this in this game is... What? Oh, wow. It fell down. That's so wicked. And yeah, it's always those same two flies. Always the same two. Without fail. The game codes them to respawn no matter what you do, so... Oh. Oh, okay. So actually, since we're close to the ground now, we can just kind of run past them. Alright, so what we have here? We have a player with the Black Knight Greatsword. I actually looked up some more stuff about weapon levels, so I do know what a Black Knight Greatsword's weapon level is. Even if you don't upgrade, it counts as a unique weapon. So the weapon level range for that type of weapon will actually allow you to be summoned by players who have either weapon level 0, and then that number will go all the way up to weapon level 5. Now, as a result of how high my soul level is, in comparison to my weapon level, I doubt I'll be able to summon many things here. Still using the Drake Sword. Man, okay. If I had a lower soul level, and if I lower soul level, I definitely see more soul summon signs here. Level 50 before the boss are going to be fighting is pretty not necessary. As long as your damage is high enough, you'd be fine. But anyway, you pop down here, we get the dragon scale. Reinforces dragon weapons. Oh, we already have one. Dragon scales for reinforcing dragon weapons. Peeled from an ancient dragon. The dragon is inseparable from the scales, and the transcending apostles who seek the perpetuity of the ancient dragons have crossed the very end of the earth to seek this invaluable treasure. Basically, Dragon scales are how you upgrade dragon weapons that you achieve by cutting off a dragon's tail. That is also the only way you can basically, typically, improve the damage of a dragon weapon. I'm gonna tell you right now, though, there's only one dragon weapon in the game that actually does scale off a stat, even if you cut it from someone's tail. Oh! More signs. Alright, so what we got here? Oh! Giant Dad! Well, not really. But okay, he's got a katana, and I'm gonna say that's an S-Stock. Katana or rapier. But he's got the father's helmet. Wow, okay. Ronaldo, okay. Claymore. Zweihander. Alright. So... here's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, Mildred, right. I forgot all about you. Ow. Yeah. That's about weapon buffs. Oh, hey, we do get Estus every time we kill a in-game invader now. Nice. 3 humanity and the butcher knife. Okay, so the reason I did that is because we picked up the large ember from that butcher's kitchen room way long ago. So what I want to do is give that to Andre right quick. And the reason why I give that to Andre is because we also have a large Titanite shard. So, let's kill you. That way we don't have to deal with your nasty self again. Alright. Man, I'm serious. The Craig spiders look awesome in this version. As you can see, they all have fire breath now, but in the original version, their fire breath didn't literally flicker like a living flame of awesome like that. I guess that's the magic of this game's art style being enhanced by HD fidelity. It's kind of pointless, but we'll just grab this for the hell of it. The key to New Londo Ruins. Yeah, so if you're following the game's intended path, as in if you weren't using the master key, this is the intended exit for you to go out of once you exit the... once you exit Blighttown. This is how you're supposed to get out. You go all the way down through the sewers, then you climb all the way back out of the swamp. They're after you now, I think. They'll eventually stop following you, but they're after you now. Alright, cool. Right here. Okay, so... Yeah! The elevator was waiting right for us. I just heard a bonfire go off in the distance. I'm just really curious why that's the case. Yo! Where have you been, buddy?
Hello. I'm considering a change of location. I have a rather pressing matter to attend to up above. That keeper has served me well, but enough with her.
Well, that's not at all ominous.
Oh. I'm considering that I have a rather... That keeper has served me well, but...
That's all he'll say? Wow.
Oh,
Well, alright. He had some other dialogue for us, to be honest. But, guess we'll never hear it. I think the only other thing of significance he had for us was, asking us if we met an NPC named Trusty Patches. He'll warn us to stay away from him because he can't stand him. So I just thought you guys should know.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you.
Oh, jeez. So, apparently, Fat Boy over here got separated from his posse, and now he's worried about her. Sure, Petrus. I'm sure that's the full story. I'm absolutely certain of it. Yeah, we're back in the Undead Parish. Remember, we have to see Andre. Actually, let me see how much damage the Iaito would do to you. Two-hit KO. Well, I mean, that makes sense, because remember, the whole point of this is that, it's a katana weapon. It's actually got really decent damage for an upgraded weapon. Wow. Well, no, that's actually just our scaling. That's because of how high B scaling and dexterity. So it's gonna get a lot of damage off of us, no matter what we do. We're not gonna risk the bonfire because it's easier to just teleport back to the last bonfire we rested at, which is in Blighttown. There we go.
Why, that's a fine ember you have there. I could smith some mighty weapons with one of those. Why not lend it to me?
Yeah, you have the choice whether or not to give Andre or any other special blacksmith. Well, all the blacksmiths are special because there's only 3 of them. Well, actually, there's 4 of them. Sorry about that. There are 4 different blacksmiths in this game, and they all have their own specialties. In order to maximize their specialties, you have to give them these embers. Otherwise, they'll basically all be the same, and you won't really know who's who or what's what.
Magnificent. You won't be disappointed.
Even now, you still have new people ringing the bell of Awakening for the first time. That's so good. So let's modify our equipment. This is Ascension. Uchikatana plus 5 to Uchikatana plus 6. Oh, for what it's worth, we can also, like, ascend Uchikatana, any weapon you have, at any point in the game into its raw form, since you've given him the raw ember. And finally, you can also pay Andre in order to de-ascend a weapon you have from plus 6 to plus 5. I don't know why you'd ever want to do that, but you have the option to do that if you so please.
Zen's fortress is an old proving grounds built by the ancient gods. It is the only route leading to the great Anor Londo. Of course, most fools can't even find their way into that fortified death trap, but they won't stop trying. Take that bumbling Sir Onion.
Wow, Andre even mentions Onion Bro. I've never heard this dialogue from him before. It's really like I'm discovering the game all over again.
Don't get yourself... No.
Yeah, no, I don't want to get people killed by going hollow either. Alright, so... now we're gonna go back to that undead merchant lady within the... oh, you know what? While I'm here... yeah, no. Tips for new players. So we're gonna go back to that tunnel shortcut where the undead merchant lady is. So that's 2 bells in the short time I've been up here. Oh, yeah, up there. Yeah. Alright then. Okay. Oh, I bought all your spells, so you still haven't gone to find your master. Nice. Yeah. We clipped him as he was jumping. That's great. Oh, for the record, our weapons AR is now 228. So that jump did matter. Here you are. Let me see here. Let's want regular purple moss, just in case, and... homeward bow.
Are you playing?
Yeah. Alright. We can get 39 of those bad boys, so let's get 30. Now we're also going to get... yeah. That should be enough.
Our forage force. In the lower areas of this town, you'll find all kinds of poison and pestilence. You can't travel a stone's toss without some trusty moss. Make sure you take plenty with you.
That's great advice.
Come to this land. There are nothing but hollows, and you're undead too. Much obliged. I think I like you.
Pleasure doing business with you. Now, you might be asking yourself what exactly we're planning to do here. Well, first of all, going back there. Oh, that's a shame. Now we're at weapon level +6. Well, now we have a +6 weapon. I think we are too high at a weapon level to get those summon signs, so we're back at square one. No summons from other players right at this point. Again, though, that could just be my Uchigatana +6 also being, you know, a combination of my high weapon level, but I digress. Remember this bad boy. The rest of the Iron Ring, this Lower Blighttown is basically the biggest reason to get it. If you don't have this ring, you are not going to have a good time exploring Lower Blighttown. At all. Because this is a swamp. Blighttown is a swamp. And since we're in the ring menu, I never discussed this last episode, but the Ring of the Evil Eye contains a spirit of the evil eye, a dark beast which assaulted Astora, who apparently was an actual person. Or, no, a place. The strength of the evil eye does not waver, and HP is absorbed from fallen enemies. So, if you have this ring equipped, you can automatically regain HP for killing enemies. It doesn't matter... Oh my god, speaking of the devil, we still have 7 signs. Jesus Christ. That's a Balder side sword. Now I know what that weapon is. A Balder side sword. I guess it just took a while for everyone else to show back up. Oh, are you serious? A pike? Pikes are complete weak sauce. There's, like, I don't know, man. You can do something so much better. Alright. That still takes 2 hits to kill. Alright. 2 hits to kill. Now, what we're actually going to be doing is exploring over here. Fat. We're putting on the Pyromancer set right now. In order to make traveling the poison swamp even easier, because this armor set has very high poison resistance. Oh my god, did they increase the rate these things spawned against you? No, they just respawn automatically. Remember, having 10 humanity is the best possible recommendation I can give you for what I'm trying to do here. Magic or melee, these things die in one hit. Yes, something dropped. Large Titanite Shard, yeah. These things have a moderately high drop rate for large Titanite Shards and green Titanite Shards. I think that's even without having 10 humanity. And this area down here has a bunch of these worms congregating. Plus a free large Titanite Shard here. Jesus. Hey, another large Titanite Shard. Great. Another large Titanite Shard. We're in business. Oh boy. And 5 green Titanite Shards. That is the biggest prize you can get from these guys. Green Titanite Shards, remember, those allow us to create elemental weapons. Large Titanite. And we're going to guard over here, the server. You have a +5 ascended weapon. They go. Alright, here we go. Green Titanite. +5 reinforced magic, divine, and fire weapon. So, right, if you need magic, divine, and fire weapons, what you need to do is ascend with green Titanite shards. Titanite shards are reinforcement. Green Titanite imbued with a special power reinforces magic, divine, and fire weapons to +5. Man. Now I think about it, I could probably turn the Iaito into a magic weapon. These Titanite shards are fragments of the legendary slabs. Titanite is etched into weapons to reinforce, right. So this is basically elemental Titanite. You use this in order to make sure your weapon gets more powerful. With either a elemental path or a special magic path. Now, remember when I said that you needed to use a special blacksmith? Ember. Let me go with that. You need a special blacksmith Ember in order to ascend weapons past their +5 state. Well, if you have the blacksmith smith box, then you don't need to be at the blacksmith in order to continue upgrading a weapon past +6 or +11 or whatever. You can continue the normal upgrade path at any bonfire. All you need is your smith box. So let's see. Not counting the free large Titanite shard we got 4 free large Titanite shards out of those dozen or so worms. So I think what I'll do here is keep going on some runs. They'll get even luckier with the stuff I'm looking for. Yeah. Oh, man. Hope you love that poison sound, because all the... Okay, alright. So since we're just farming right now, I'm going to talk about something I don't really get to talk about all that often. And that's, well, acceptable targets. Like, the thing with me is that I don't mind criticizing or even outright dumping on people that I think deserve it. Either because they're bad authors or because they're bad people. Right? Like, we've all done our fair share of Twilight hating. All of us. And it never... For some people, that never gets old. Like, I just read the other day. I read about a guy, his comment on the internet, about how he wanted Michael Bay to finally just lose the ability to get any work in Hollywood. Because Michael Bay is such a terrible director, right? He has one good movie to his name, that anyone agrees is any good, and the rest is basically ruining everyone's nerd fantasies. But the thing is, I didn't have to go into that topic in order to learn that stuff. I didn't have to. I deliberately stay away from talking about Michael Bay or anything but Transformers because it's just not fun for me anymore. I've just all petered out. Like, I'm just lost the ability to... I'm not going to say I don't have any criticisms of him, or of anyone else I could say is an acceptable target in today's social entertainment industry. What I'm trying to say is that the difference between me hating on someone like Michael Bay in the moment, and the difference between someone like that guy hating on Michael Bay just because he continues to be a part of a topic that's about Michael Bay, is the fact that he gets a different flavor. He gets something different out of it than I do. for me, hating on someone is more about discovering how deep the rabbit hole goes than it is about just knowing for a fact that they're bad authors or whatever. Like, okay, another person is Reiki Kawahara, the author of Sword Art Online, the widely popular light novel that was eventually turned into an anime and then a movie. The thing about Reiki Kawahara is that he's a bad writer. And as such, you have several prominent YouTubers on this site making all sorts of videos going over all of his writing flaws and everything that's ever wrong with Sword Art Online. Right? And in general, there's just no reason to disagree with most of the criticism. Because the point is that Sword Art Online got super popular due solely to its face value, surface level appeal. It's got great animation, the plot's perfectly suitable for little kids, stuff like that. And as a result, it became super popular, but people were completely baffled as to why. Oh, here we go. We should go down plus 10. Alright, we're good to go. 285. Oh, you know what? Since we're here. Yeah. Remember when I said we had to move our Way Seal Ivory Callus to our left hand in order to buff our right-handed weapons? Well, for Power Within, all we need to do is have the Pyromancy Flame in our secondary hand, and then switch over to Power Within when we need to buff up. So again, we're going to go in solo because, you know, this boss fight doesn't really need us to do much or anything else. Alright. So, back to my point about acceptable targets. Oh man, look at the damage you're doing! That's a charging two-handed R1. That is a running two-handed R1. It one-hit kills them. We don't need to slice them in half in order to kill them anymore. But yeah. Why are you over here, Gentar? And why are you still using the Drake Sword? Oh, another free Titanite Shard. You still need to use one-handed slices in order to kill anything, but if you're doing a charging, but two-handed, I think we're safe. Oh yeah, avoid those guys, they suck. Alright. Oh. Chlamydia. Alright. Woo! Yeah, you go no further. So as I keep trying to say, the big deal between me and hating on someone like Reiki Kawahara is I don't want to do it all the time. I only want to do it when there's something new for me to discover. The same with Michael Bay. The same with anyone else that people like to similarly criticize for having no talent. Oh, you look awesome. And the reason for that is because the joy of discovering how deep the rabbit hole goes, to see how far the madness takes. Wow. A man-serpent greatsword. that's a weapon I didn't expect to see quite yet, because it's only unlocked after we beat the boss in this area. These guys are technically enemies, but they will do you no harm as long as you leave them alone. And, of course, this is where the majority of the boss signs are. Alright. Another giant dad. No, Mask of the Child that time. Onion Bro! Oh my god! An Onion Man cosplayer. Awesome. He's also got Solaire Shield for some reason. Oh yeah, no, this guy. His armor set we can find down in Blighttown. Oh. Grave Order. I really just want to summon someone with the Grave Lord sword. Really just want to do that. Jesus Christ. Alright. But, yeah. One last thing is you can summon Maneater Mildred if you kill her Red Phantom. But we are not going to do that because we don't need to. Okay, so last word here. For me, okay, so just yesterday, I found out about a video game called StarCraft, right? And the reason I found out that this game existed was a topic on GameFAQs about the creator of StarCraft. Basically, the dude was offering $27,000 worth of DLC for those who already spent $1,000 on his game. And I was just completely flabbergasted at this complete dumbassery. So, this L. Ron Hubbard guy, Star Citizen, I'm sorry, the game's called Star Citizen. And the gist of it is that, for some god-forsaken reason, he actually has people who actually agreed to donate millions worth of dollars on Kickstarter in order for him to actually get and fund this MMO he wanted to make. And it's just, it's the most absurd thing ever. And I genuinely don't understand how anyone could have ever fallen for it. It completely eludes me, and I want to learn more about it just to sate my godforsaken curiosity. Ah, yes, the second Bell of Awakening, down here. We finally heard a ringing. So, without further ado... Oh, Power Within looks sick. Here we go. Power Within looks sick. So, Power Within is a 20% buff to all damage you inflict. It doesn't matter if you use a melee weapon, doesn't matter if you use any type of spell. It's strong. And it stacks with weapon buffs. So there we go. This is the boss of the area. Chaos Witch Quelaag. Yeah, she's topless. Pretty hard to avoid saying that. Woo! Look at that! Oh, our stamina recovers super fast too. Whoa! Woo! Oh my god. Hey, good night. Praise the sun. You see that? Twin Humanities as well. Oh my god, Power Within looks so sick. So you get 20,000 souls from killing Quelaag. Which is strange to me, because if you didn't, then you actually have the ability to get... Yeah, Power Within ticks down pretty consistently. I wouldn't call it fast, but it is noticeable. So you do want to make sure that you aren't in any danger of dying before it happens. But look at how fast our stamina regenerates. It does everything that you need to do. You damage people faster, and you get the ability to get your stamina back faster, so you can inflict high DPS. That was some high DPS. And a lot of that came from the fact that we had a plus 10 weapon. Just buff, power within. It's a little min-maxy to sure. But you can see why power within is so worthy a spell. You can see why. And there it is. What we need. So, after ringing both bells awakening, this half of the cutscene plays. And doing it grants you the ability to enter Sen's fortress. Yo. And yeah, there's a whole other area right outside. But that's not what we're going to be doing right now. Because it occurs that we have a lot of souls, but nothing to really spend it on. And since solo 50 is pretty high for where we are, I don't really need to do too much. In fact, what I'm actually going to do is head back outside and do some co-op. See if I can get anyone to pick me up. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So, I seem to not have been summoned yet. Alright. I gotta be honest, I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to get summoned the longer I stay here. These guys. Jesus Christ. Oh, yes, we're being summoned. Good. Yay, being summoned as a phantom. Goody. Okay. Proper bow. Oh, so it's a rematch. All right. Thing about Quelaag here is that she actually she's actually oh god. Thing about Quelaag here is that she's actually kind of weak to magic. Man, your magic's not doing anything to her. Just because she's weak to magic doesn't mean that you can just deal significant damage to her using any piddling little soul arrow. Praise the sun. Yeah. Sunlight Metal and a cool 10,000 souls. I need to be summoned one more time to be okay with all this. Best thing about getting out of being summoned is that you get all your spell casts back. So people, genuinely speaking, will... So hopefully we'll get summoned pretty quickly again. So I can do the double buff method against Quelaag once more. Jesus Christ, dude. We're not going to end the video immediately after my second hopeful co-op session. Actually, I plan to end the video on some plot, believe it or not. Yeah, there's going to be some plot at the end of this video. Let's see. Oh, one last thing about Power Within. The speed at which you have your health drained does not scale with the level of your Pyromancy Glove. So, you don't have to worry about choosing whether or not to upgrade your Pyromancy Flame to increase its damage, or keeping your Pyromancy Flame low in order to keep your health from being sapped ultra fast. Basically, anything you do with Pyromancy will be fine. Your Pyromancy playthrough will not be uninterrupted at all. I like the look of the Pyromancer set. Tired cloth hood. Hood worn by Pyromancers of the Great Swamp. Though it appears tattered, is actually quite strong. Their attire offers substantial protection against poison, fire, and other forces of nature out in the hinterlands where they were driven. And yeah, generally speaking, they have pretty high poison resistance. I mean, considering how many signs there were down here, I don't know how many people are just being wishful. It's not like back at the Undead Church, where that bell is ringing like every 5 minutes. This bell is just not as common. I'm also not really sure what to do with the Iaito. Because I just realized that you can also farm yourself a +5 magic weapon if you're so inclined to. Because, Rickard, that blacksmith trapped in that cage down by New Londo Ruins, he ascends enchanted and magic weaponry. And you can do that by giving you +5 magic weapons. Of course, we can't quite do that because getting green Titanite is actually harder than getting large Titanite. So I'm actually going to save that until after we acquire the item boosting ring that's located in the in Sen's Fortress, the Gold Serpent Ring. Come on, people. Alright. Well, okay. Let's see. While we wait, let's have some lore. Manuel Mildred. A mysterious woman wearing a sack on her head who invades you in the swamps of Blighttown. Defeating her allows you to summon her for help against Squalag. Oh. So, let's see. Let's see. So, Manuel Mildred is actually a cannibal, believe it or not. Like, she is actually described as someone who deliberately eats living people. And she's wearing the same type of sack on her head as those butchers were back in the deaths. So basically, she's probably literally eaten untold amounts of undead. It was deliberately trying to get you to be one of her next meals. In fact, let's look at the butcher's knife. No dexterity requirement, pure strength weapon. Giant butcher knife wielded by the undead man-eating cook lurking in the depths. More a tool for subduing and preparing live catchers than an actual weapon. Those who have faced this deadly blade have a deeper sense of how helpless prey must feel. So that's pretty messed up. And since we're down here... Oh, one last thing. Mildred was actually made into an NPC because originally she's basically a complete accident, right? During the playtesting stage, one of the developers decided to invade another playtester's world while basically dressed in nothing but a sack using the butcher's knife, using a heavyset female character build. And the developer team liked it so much that they decided to turn that whole event into this NCP. So yeah, Manual Mildred was created by the developers basically just goofing off during work. It's pretty hilarious. Wow, so someone rang the bell, but I wasn't summoned to help them. Well, this is kind of pointless. I'm not going to get any help. I have more action being summoned to fight against the Capra, the Gaping Dragon, for crying out loud. So I guess that's it. Alright, so before we actually leave Blighttown, we're going to get one last item of value that's located down here. You can chase me across the swamp all you want. You're never gonna get me, sucker. Because you cannot climb. And you have no game. Going up this wheel. And yeah, in case you didn't notice, one of those fire-breathing dogs is basically One of those fire-breathing dogs down there is actually responsible for making sure the whole wheel turns. Woo! One-handed R2 from a +10 Uchi Katana. Except no substitutes. Well, 2 items of worth. Well, an armor set and a new catalyst. And a sorcery. Now, we'll look at the remedy sorcery and the other lore stuff we picked up a little bit once we're all in the safe. Oh, man. If only. Yeah, we need to go up here in order to get to the third Firekeeper soul. It's located right here. Yo, look at that. Look at how hard everyone's trying. God. God. Thank you. All right. Ugh, of course. Oh well, at least we can do this. Yeah, huge ambush down there, which is why if you have any ranged options, now would be a good time to use them. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's super messed up and annoying. Good night. Okay. Wow, okay. Wow. How far away are you? There we go. Much better. A dead dog, a dead undead dog, is a great dog. And now for the last blow dart. Oh. Alright. Well, okay. Need to switch back to our blooming moss. Just in case. What? Oh, I am being summoned. Okay. Alright, let's just get this. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I actually forgot about my summon sign. Alright. Oh, my God. Alright. Alright, good. Look at this damage! Eat it up! Even affects sorceries! High DPS action. All right. So, there's the 10K I was actually looking for. Now, hopefully, I don't respawn right next to my summon sign or whatever. Because I really don't need to be there right now. Yes. Alright, good. Let's pick this up. And... yep, we're out of here. So yeah, again, double buff. It's fun. Gotcha, bitch. Heading back to the surface to good old Firelink Shrine. Good old Firekeeper. Right. The ladder's right here. I'm sorry about that. I'm always so forgetful when it comes to trying to climb my way from the top. Alright. Alright. God, I love the one-handed R2. The thrust is so good. I think it counts as a thrust attack too, instead of a slash attack, which is like, I think, the actual best part. Yeah, that's how you dodge that guy while you're trying to run from him. And no friendly fire, as usual. So, if you're past Quelaag and you've rung both Bells of Awakening, I implore you to have a plus 10 weapon. Just one. At the very least, you need to make sure you have a weapon that's actually worth using. Plus 10 and... Oh, Quelaag lore. Quelaag is very interesting. See, Witch Quelaag is one of the 7 daughters of Chaos. Remember the Witch of Islith and her 7 daughters in the intro video? She's one of the survivors of that entire war against the dragons. So yeah. And now, for some reason, she's turned into a half spider person. I have no idea what that's about. Well, we will find out what that's about later on in the series. And I mean late into the series, we delve more into the lore behind the witches and exactly what lies beneath the second Bell of Awakening. But right now, I just feel like powering up my Estus Flask again. So what I'm going to do is talk to the Firekeeper here and... What? What the hell happened? Dingy Hood? What's this about? Warned by the Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine? Is thought to have once been the White Hood of a maiden, but smoke and ashes and bonfires have darkened it over the years. Wow! So that's the lore behind that. And what about the item we picked up? The Black Eye Orb. Invade the world of Murderer of Firekeeper. Mystical orb found on the Keeper's corpse. Invade the world of the murderer of a Firekeeper to defeat the perpetrator and reclaim the soul of the Firekeeper. The Black Eye keeps constant watch on the City of the Gods, Anor Londo. So this is a hint as to where exactly you need to go in order to use this item. And, surprise, surprise, Knight Lautrec has vanished yet again. Except this time we recall his ominous dialogue about the Firekeeper and how he no longer had any use for her. I wonder what that could mean. What could that possibly mean? Well, we have this mysterious Black Eye Orb. I guess we have no choice but to continue the side quest by going to Anor Londo. Unfortunately, because the Firekeeper is now dead, the bonfire is gone. What do you have to say about all this bullshit, crestfallen warrior?
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy. It snores. And its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
New problem. Huh. I wonder what that could be. Hey, buddy.
Oh, hello. Well, you certainly are keeping at it. Myself.
Yeah, but you've got some rings I want to buy. Let me go buy them. Thank you. We've got all his sorceries, too.
Two things are... Then... Oh. Alright. That should help. May we meet?
Yeah. Cool 40k souls, but we did it. So what the heck is he talking about? What in the... Whoa! Oh, you look different. You look different. Man, this game's HD textures make you look super different. You look darker. Wow.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the Bell of Awakening? I am the primordial servant, King Sita-Frant, close friend of the great Lord Wind, Chosen Undead, who has rung the Bell of Awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
At this point in the game, we honestly have no idea what we're going to do after ringing both bells, so... Yeah. If you play blind... this is about as good a direction as any to go in.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen Undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Wind, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
So there we go. Plot.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
One other function about King Sita-Frant here is that he's basically a merchant, as in you can sell him stuff in order to get souls. What he does is... Let's have him eat one of these just to display what I'm talking about. Yeah, as you can hear him, he's just making a noise that indicates that he ate the object you gave him. In return, he spat out souls, equivalent to what he thinks the item you gave him was actually worth. So, regular enforcement stuff isn't worth too much. Certain weapons aren't worth that much at all. But dragon weapons are worth a pretty penny. That's 5k a pop. So we can feed him. We can feed him our Dragon King Great Axe and the Drake Sword for 5k each. Generally speaking, this is the best use of your Drake Sword after you've rung both Bells of Awakening. It is not worth taking this past that. Not at all. Armor sets. I mean, he'll pop up 1,000 points each for the Dangy set, but that's because the lore dictating that's basically the robes of a maiden. And remember, these maidens belong to the Way of White, which also means that they used to serve Gwyn, who Frampt also serves. So he'll take pity on you and pay you thousands of souls for those, rings. It's the same thing with Havel's ring. This ring was named after Havel the Rock, Lord Gwyn's old battlefield compatriot. Havel's men wore the ring to express faith in their leader and to carry a heavier load. But for some reason, Havel was locked beneath the undead Berg. We don't know why. Another thing you can do is you can feed him quantities of Titanite chunks, large Titanite shards, or green Titanite shards in order to get a set number of regular Titanite shards from him. Basically, if you're doing a farming session and you don't want to waste souls buying large Titanite, I mean buying regular Titanite, you just plop down to him and then sell your leftover large and green Titanites in order to get those amounts. Furthermore, you can feed regular Titanite chunks in order to get large Titanite shards for you to farm from him instead. It all feeds into each other, so to speak. And this is basically one of the best ways of acquiring weaker Titanite shards for grinding up a bunch of weapons you want to use.
Farewell, Chosen Undead. I remain here and await thee.
Right. So there we go. We have a plot. We have a purpose. That mysterious snake man has just informed us of our destiny. A destiny that involves us basically making the travel to Anor Londo. In case you've forgotten, Anor Londo is basically all the way up there. So, with that in mind, that's going to be it for today's episode. Because, man, I've got a lot to do before the next episode shows up. If you liked today's video, leave a like and subscribe. And see you guys when we decide to travel through Sen's Fortress on the path to Anor Londo. Praise the sun, my followers, and have a good day.